India is the 7th largest country in the world, with a geographical area of about 3.28 million square kilometers. This land is a valuable resource that supports our population, buildings, farmlands, and forests, and also provides us with rich mineral, water, and soil resources. India has widely different geographical features, from lofty mountains in the north to vast plains and plateaus in the central region, from deserts in the west to dense forests in the east, and islands in the south, besides a long coastline. The mountains allow perennial flow of rivers like the Ganges, the Brahmaputra, and the Indus. They enhance tourism and ecological prospects too. A plateau is an elevated, comparatively level expanse of land. Plateaus are rich reserves of minerals, fossil fuels, and forests. Land in India can be divided into 3 main relief features. Around 30% of our land is occupied by mountains. 43% of it is plain, and 27% is in the form of plateau. Depending on their use, our land resources can be classified as forests, net sown area or total area under cultivation, fallow lands, other uncultivated land, and land not available for cultivation. Fallow land can be further divided into current fallow, which is land not cultivated for 1 or less than 1 year, and other than current fallow, which is land that has remained uncultivated for 1 to 5 years. Uncultivated land, other than fallow land, is divided into permanent pastures, land under miscellaneous tree crops, and land left uncultivated for more than 5 years. This other than current fallow land is either of poor quality or cost too high to cultivate. Hence, sometimes it is cultivated once in 2 or 3 years. Land not available for cultivation is either barren wasteland, like the salty plains of the Rann of Kutch, or land used for non-agricultural purposes, like building houses, roads, and factories. Here are 2 pie charts that show the land use pattern in India in 1960 to 61 and 2008 to 2009. Let us compare the data and see how the land use pattern has changed from 1960 to 2009 in India. Observe that there is no major change in the net sown area during the period. Note that the area under forests increased marginally from 1960 to 2009, but it is still way below the required 33% as planned in the National Forest Policy formulated in 1952. Permanent pastures and grazing grounds decreased during the period. This is not a good sign for thousands of people engaged in cattle rearing. The percentage of barren and wasteland decreased by almost half during the given period. However, this reclaimed land is used mainly for non-agricultural purposes. Current fallow and other than current fallow land also increased during this period. However, if these lands are included in the net sown area, since these lands are cultivated once or twice in 2 or 3 years, the percentage of net sown area goes up to 54%. Continuous and indiscriminate use of land resources without taking appropriate measures results in conversion of cultivable land into barren wasteland and exploitation of our land resources. This is called land degradation. We have about 130 million hectares of degraded land in India. To give you a sense of the size, it is roughly equal to 1/3 of the total area of our country. Out of this, 56% is water eroded area, 10% is wind eroded, 28% is forest degraded area, and 6% has saline and alkaline deposits. Natural agents like wind and water constantly keep eroding and degrading land. However, human activity has contributed to and increased the pace of this natural land degradation. Here are the main factors contributing to land degradation in India. Deforestation removes the green cover required to protect land from soil erosion by wind and water, and thus contributes to land degradation. In some parts of India, overgrazing by cattle has converted permanent pastures into barren land, leading to land degradation. Examples are the states of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, and Rajasthan. Indiscriminate deforestation and excavation done as part of mining activity and quarrying also causes land degradation. Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Orissa, and Madhya Pradesh have suffered deforestation due to mining. Over-irrigation of cultivated land in some parts of India leads to waterlogging. This increases the saline and alkaline levels in the soil, leading to land degradation. You find this in Punjab, Haryana, and western Uttar Pradesh. Disposal of solid and liquid waste by industries on surrounding land or water bodies has also become a major cause of land degradation and water pollution. Industrial activities like grinding of limestone, calcite, and soapstone, which release dust, retards water infiltration into the soil. This brings us to the question, what steps can be taken to control the problem of land degradation? The solution lies in taking steps for land conservation. Some steps for land conservation are afforestation, controlled grazing and mining activity, stabilization of sand dunes by growing thorny bushes, proper disposal of industrial effluents after treatment, and continuous monitoring of soil conditions.